Hello Aries, welcome to Creators on the Crest. I'm Stephanie. Blazer the Morkie is being a little hard-headed right now. He's drawing on some Aries energy, I think. He does not really want to be on a snuggy bed here, so we're going to allow him to be where he needs to be at the moment. Maybe he'll come back into the picture here in a little while, but we're here with your reading for the next 10 days. Today's reading, I'm going to do something a little different. When I pull the overall energy, it should be kind of fun, and then we're going to look at your energy, the energy of the person connected to you, and then how those two energies mingle and dance in the middle. We'll close it off with an oracle card for the Aries collective. Always keep in mind, as I say, these are general readings, so take only what resonates for you and leave the rest. If you're interested in more context and texture, be sure to check out your sun, moon, rising, or north node. And if you look in the description below and you want to go into a deep, more specific personal reading, I have links to those, as well as links to social media. Catch me every other Sunday night on my channel. I do live readings for an hour, so that's a lot of fun. And let's get going here, Aries. We're going to start off with Journey to the Divine Masculine. Get a card from here, and then we're going to get a card from the Journey to the Divine Feminine. You get to decide who is representative of the masculine and feminine energies. There can be at times overlap, and there is also the energy where it could be different aspects of yourself. So use your intuition to determine that for your specific situation. The masculine energy that comes up is unworthiness. So I really like how the character is pictured in the shadows here, because I do think this is something that might be kind of hidden or shadowed from the subconscious, unconscious realm. And you or the person you're dealing with may or may not be fully aware of that. Now let's look at the feminine energies. We got suppression, emotionally numb, not allowing oneself to think or feel things, and bottling up emotions. Okay, so Aries, you and the person you're connected to, regardless of whose energies is whose or if they're overlapping, you're going through some stuff right now. So this is going to be a really interesting reading. Let's get into it, Aries. Okay. Whew. I'm going to do a little thymus tapping because the energies are bubbling up here. Yes. Okay, I get it. Fire signs always, the sensations in my body from the clairsentience always really start moving with fire signs here. So sometimes it's like boiling up and bubbling up. On your side, you get the Hermit, the Queen of Pentacles, and the Seven of Pentacles. Okay. I like these energies because these signify to me, with the Hermit being there, and the Queen of Pentacles, who's nurturing and receptive energies and just patient and kind. And then the Seven of Pentacles, which is something is growing. And again, we're having patience and temperance. When I see the Queen of Pentacles and the Seven together like this, they kind of equal the major arcana card of Temperance, which is patience and balance. You may be aware of some of these shadow aspects. So if it is you and you're aware of either you feel like you're suppressing yourself, or there's some sort of pain or feeling that needs to come up that you know, it would be like, you need to cry, but for some reason you can't. You would feel a little bottled up. So it's either the suppression for you or the idea that your value and your worth is not in alignment, is not being respected or seen. Could be by yourself, recognized by yourself or someone else, or in the workplace. These things can be triggered and can be brought up through different channels. Now on their side, they get the Magician, the World, and the Empress. Whew. This is a really interesting read for this person, or for some of you, it could be this other aspect of yourself. These are all major arcana cards. Normally, if I'm looking at a growth procession in the major arcana, I'm moving from the Magician to the middle card would normally be the High Priestess. Here we have the World and then the Empress. This person may have cut themselves off from their own magic. And magic can be defined a lot of different ways, but I feel like this person had some creative force and some potential energy that was building up, and just when it was supposed to come into alignment within them, that they would be filled with that wisdom, something stopped it or they stopped it. Now that could be a range of things. Maybe they got fired from a job. Maybe they were in a car accident. Maybe something came in and kind of blocked that integration time for their wisdom. They do have the Empress here, which is a receptive energy, but it almost feels like a step was skipped or blocked. And we're going to have to clarify to see, because these are big energies for this person here. Very interesting, the sequence and the way it seems like there was some sort of pattern interrupt with them, but we'll have to see. The shared energies here show me the Hierophant and the Two of Cups, which is actually really a beautiful connective energies to be in. This could be a friend or mentor to you, with the Hierophant coming in and there being spiritual authority and embodiment there, the spiritual embodiment and strength. I feel strength in that. And the Two of Cups, a beautiful exchange of partnership, could be romantic for others of you. So a spiritual connection, partnership connection here from the heart, from heart to heart. But we know we have these overall energies of suppression and unworthiness that we need to vet out here. Let's look at this Hermit on your side. What is the Hermit for Aries here? You got the Ten of Swords, deep wounding. Okay, so you're acknowledging that. And the Nine of Swords, realization. Really? What are you growling at? Oh my, he's up to something. This is really interesting. I'm really proud of you, Aries, for pulling yourself into the Hermit energy to deal with the Nine of Swords and the Ten of Swords energy. I think that there was a realization for you that before you continue on your path, now is the time to actually engage with one of your deeper, more long-standing wounds. Now, the overall energies show us suppression and unworthiness, and those two could go together to really kind of make you would get the feeling inside your body or inside yourself, or some sort of trigger would help you see this, that you're kind of, you're shut down for business until you work through these energies. But you have the wisdom here with the Hermit, which is really important. And I always, I think someone asked me this question once of, you know, when you're looking at all the cards in the tarot and which ones would be the trickiest energies to work through. And I always say the 8, 9, and 10 of Swords, because we're really having to work it out on a mental level. We're really having to come into a place of acknowledgement within ourselves that that can't be logicked and rationalized by the mind, because the mind is getting thwarted or inverted in some way. And that's what we're here to do, is break through the illusions and break through some of these things. So the fact that you're bringing in the Hermit gives me a lot of hope and a lot of positive vibes that you are going to get to some really great realizations through addressing some more long-standing deep wound. So good for you. You've really been breaking a lot of ground this year, and you're not taking the easy way out. You're not. The Queen of Pentacles here is clarified by the Four of Cups and the Nine of Pentacles. Contemplation and freedom. Yes, and I think this may be one of your driving forces, because we also, in this connection energies here, we have that Hierophant, embodiment of spiritual authority, being the author of your own life. And I think freedom is really important to you. I would probably spend some time, since we have contemplation here, working with the universe in some way on what freedom really means to you, and to really begin to nurture the aspects of your life where you feel the most free, and acknowledge the areas of life where you do not feel the most free. Most of us, if we have that level of spiritual awareness and we're seeing things for what they are, and we're seeing through and we're piercing the veils of illusion, we are knowing that in order for us to really claim that freedom, we have some major habits and things that our life, ways that we live our lives that have become normalized, that don't fit anymore. And I think that's what you're going through, is something like that, where you're vetting out what is not working. Okay, and that's, I mean, you have not, definitely, you're taking the road of, it reminds me a lot of like the road to Mordor in Lord of the Rings. It's the most challenging path, but it's also the most true. And that's where I feel like your energy is right now. You're not going to take the easy way out. You're going to take the way that is with integrity and with embodiment. And that's a process. I think sometimes people who have the awareness can be really freaking tough on themselves about it. Like, oh, I should be further along. I should, be affecting the reality field more than I am. And we have to allow a little bit of grace. And what's coming in with this Seven of Pentacles for you is choice and curiosity. The Two of Pentacles and the Page of Swords. It's a little pup of watchers, right? So we've got curiosity here. We've got choice. What are the new options available to you, Aries? What is opening up to you? Maybe it has to do with relationship. Maybe it has to do with your life's purpose. It feels to me that it may have to do with both, right? The kinds of relationships that are going to support your life purpose, that are going to be present with you as you move through the energies of feeling suppressed or being suppressed, literally being suppressed, or under duress, and the feeling of unworthiness, right? That feels, as I look at it, it feels even more and more primal to me. Almost like for some of you, there could be some past lives tied into being ostracized or kicked out of a community. So you've got that too, right? We're in a constant cycle of healing. I like the idea that you would apply your vision towards choice and toward curiosity. Let's look at the Magician for this other person. They get the Four of Swords, rest and healing. And then they get the Knight of Wands, efficiency. Yeah, so again, for some of these people you're connected to, they may have gone through like a health crisis, an accident of some kind, some sort of setback that required them to rest and heal. Something going on there. I do see them picking up some of their tools and possibly like taking care of that very efficiently, or in a way that they thought was efficient for them. And so, really tackling their healing with some passion. But there definitely was something that slowed them down from their own magic here and from embodying the wisdom of their magic. What is this? What's this World card? I need more information from this person here. The Three of Swords, separation, there's pain, and the Strength card, courage. This person may have, for some of you, you may be dealing with a person who put themselves on pause because they recognize there was more healing to do. Very similar to you stepping into that Hermit energy. This person could be realizing, hey, first I need to bring an end to this separation pain that I'm feeling. It could be that was their past life that I picked up on, where they were rejected, could be rejected by parents, by society, and separated out and kind of been like this lone wolf energy. And then the Strength card comes in. Could be dealing with a Leo who's quite sensitive, another fire sign, or this could be related just to their being able to be strong through some really tough conditions that would literally bring other people to their knees, other people to the end. And with the Empress coming back up here, let's see what they have been open to receive. What are they open to receive here? They get the Ace of Wands, inspiration. That's beautiful energy. And the Four of Pentacles, security. Okay, so they could be working through feeling comfortable inside themselves again, and that may play into them feeling unworthy or having suppressed some of their emotions, especially if there was an injury or something along that nature, like some sort of setback for them. But I like that they've got this Ace of Wands. I feel like they're finding their true north again. They're finding their direction. We have a compass here representing the Ace of Swords in this deck. They may not be ready to be seen by everyone quite yet. They might be kind of hiding away, and you're in a bit of a hermit too, so the two of you are probably good with that. You know, you each have your own places that you need to get away to within yourselves to kind of work on things. Let's look at the Hierophant in the connected energies here, that spiritual authority and embodiment. You bring in the energy of the Fool toward that, which I really like it because I feel like you're in a place where you're able to strip through the garbage of religion. I don't mean to be rude to anybody who considers themselves religious. That is not what I'm talking about, but religions do have a lot to do with control and with a lot of the problems. And in this connection, I feel that as you relate to this other person or this other aspect of yourself, it's so important for you to free yourself from those energies and start down a path where you can have the spiritual embodiment of the essence. Okay, so it's like you have gone and looked at all the religious paths out there and you've heard it all, right? You've researched, you're no beginner in it, so you've had some experience and you've been able to extract the pure essence from that, this beautiful white flower that the wolf is sniffing. And that's what you're going to take forward. You're not setting out again down a path of organized or cult-like religion. You may be in a phase this lifetime where you are laying down the cloth, laying down the robe, laying down the cross, okay? And this other person, I believe, might have been a change agent in your life in recognizing that with the Eight of Wands and change coming in from their direction. I'm not even sure they really ever had to even say anything. They might have, they could be somebody who themselves is religious, and by the relationship, they, were one of those people who just played that role in your life or plays that role in your life. And it actually puts you in a place of spiritual embodiment, but it's from that place of freedom, because you show me that freedom. You don't want to be bound to the words of someone else. You are trusting the words with the Hermit of your own inner guidance, which you are looking for that alignment with Creator, with the natural prime creator of the universe, with the universal energies, with the alchemical process. That's what you're aligning with. Now this Two of Cups, in the connective energies, you bring in the Wheel of Fortune, which is represented by seasons in this deck. I love that. And so the changing seasons, to everything, turn. There is a season, right? And they bring in the Nine of Wands, resilience, into this partnership. So, wow. So it's very interesting that on the one hand, in the shared energies, they bring in the change. And then on this, like in the partnership energies, you bring in the change. Both of you have affected change upon one another. They may be a little less inclined to fully recognize what you are bringing to them in this partnership with the Nine of Wands, because that can be a card where you're a little bit closed off, a little bit resistant. And it could be because they may feel like this person kind of strikes me like, and maybe this whole pattern interruption for them gaining the wisdom of the High Priestess has to do with the fact that they are they're looking for something outside of themselves, or they're unable to let go of, you know, the older structures and ways of thinking in particularly religion here, since we've got the High Priest here, the Hierophant. It's that sin too. Like, this person strikes me as somebody who just thinks the unworthiness and the suppression comes from really believing that they're a sinner, that they were born sinful, and you're not about that, as from what I can see. You're about the purity and the innocence and coming into this world to learn and grow and evolve, not to be locked down into certain structures or falsities, illusions. Wow, Aries, you're taking me deep. My goodness. I don't know who y'all, little group of Aries that I'm picking up on out there, but you're blowing my mind here. We went deep. Let's get you a card from the Inner Child Oracle to close off the reading today. Aries, the Inner Child Oracle wants you to know, I am safe, I am supported, I am worthy, I am unique, I am honest, I am true, I am abundant, I am present, I am strong, I am open, I am wise, I am cared for, I am good, I am accepted, I belong. Now is the time to practice these affirmations using the powerful words I am. Know that you are, and speak the words that you need to hear over yourself now. Aries, this is a beautiful reminder. Get really present with yourself and listen to the nature of your voice, the strength that you have to bust through obstacles and to really connect with the universe on your truth, because you took me really deep in this reading, and there's a lot of meaning here that is not just life-changing, but it's soul-changing. Aries, thank you so much for joining this reading today. What a pleasure it was to be in this energy and look at this, and it's very powerful. It's very striking to me too. It's striking chords with me, and I really appreciate that, and I can't wait to see you next time.